Your number 5 or 5.5 jack planes are going to be perfect for this kind of size timber, or even as we get in this slightly longer and wider stuff as well. Preparing it, getting it flat, and also the finishing of that before you go to your final smoothing cuts. With a very flat sole and a very sharp plane, if the plane iron's got a slight camber on it, we should be able to position the camber or position the plane, whether we're planing off the center, the left, or the right hand edge. The camber will be very, very fine, but I should be able to choose exactly where I want to remove my timber. The camber set up at the center of the plane. If I put the center of the plane in the center of the timber, it should take the red. If I move the plane over to the left hand side, we should be able to take a shaving just off that left hand side and take out a black line. If I take my plane and bring it over to the right hand edge, I should be able to just take out a blue line. By putting my camber on the centre of the board, just take out the red line out of the centre. As this board gets flatter, I should be able to now take a planing the full width and the full length again. That shaving is very, very thin, so actually it's measuring at 0 or maybe picking at 1, so it's less than a 50th of a millimetre thick. With a really sharp, good quality plane, you can get your adjustments. You're taking out these really, really fine and accurate cuts. And the reasons that we're going to do that, we can direct the plane so it's taking timber exactly where we may want to. Maybe flushing down a inlay or the final fitting for a drawer components. What you don't want to do is take heavy cuts off places you don't want the timber to come off. And you want to make sure it's finishing with a silky, smooth finish so it's ready for assembly or ready for final finishing. Planing end grain is always quite tricky up in the vise, so putting it on a shooting board is going to be great, and an ideal plane is going to be your 5.5 because it's a good sized toe in front of the mouth. Put him down his side, get your timber on here. Now you can get, because there's a nice bit of heft and weight to the plane, this nice long toe, you can get a good rocking action on here to get that end grain perfectly squared up. 5.5 is going to be great. Ultimately, a low angle plane is always going to be slightly better because we've got that low angle blade, which is brilliant for doing end grain work. For more detailed information on the planes and the selection we have, check out our other videos, check us out on our social media channels and follow us on YouTube.